The interesting thing about the Great Awakening is that it's we watch the movies, that about sleeper cells. Everybody is a sleeper cell. It was a sleeper cell, okay? And the Great Awakening was about activating everyone to their dormant state of who they are and what they came to do. So that where it gets interesting is that well, first off, what's playing out, this whole good and evil thing, it's playing out outside of ourselves because that's what's happening within ourselves. We have to balance light and dark within ourselves, and everything in 3D plays out in 3D as well. What's going on inside is playing out outside. Uh, it's a visual, okay? And so where it gets really, really interesting is that in the activations, is that like some people uh, believe that they came to help, you know, and when they were activated, they found out that their mission was to actually harm. Some thought their mission was to harm, and their activation, their awakening was that they actually came to help. So it's really interesting. Then there were those that thought they came to help, and they actually did come to help. And then there was those that thought they came to harm, and they did come to harm. But it's a real interesting thing because both sides look the same in terms of what the world looks like. Whatever you have, like people say, well, there's a lot of crime in this city and more crime than that city. Well, if you find more crime in one city than the other, it's only because there's just simply more people there. But you have the same, but if you look at the crimes, you'll see they're the exact same type of crimes. So if you have a city or with 1 million people in it, and you have a city with 1,000 people in it, of course you're going to have more crime in the city where there are 1 million people because there are more people. But if you look at the crimes themselves, they're the same types of crimes. So you can't even compare those two things. But back to the whole awakening thing is that it's really, really interesting because the reality is that if if the awakening was something that you could look at and identify because of, okay, we say by color with the skin color game, we could say, well, all purple people are good people. Then what's the test? Where's the challenge in that? All you got to do is just identify all purple people, and everybody else is bad or wrong, right? Well, no. So it couldn't be any one group of people. That doesn't even make for a good game, any kind of game. Okay? As difficult as this thing may be at times, it doesn't even make for a good game that way. The only way that would make this a good game is that um, disguises. So you can't say that any one thing is everything because then it's simple. Okay, well, this is good and that's bad. Okay? No, you have to weed through this thing. This is the game of espionage, y'all. This is espionage. When the reality of that hit me in 2015, that this was a true, show enough espionage game, it blew me away. It just blew me away. It's like, this is because I realized see, first off, we've been gang stalked all our lives. It's just in 2015-ish, that's when they wanted us to know that we were being gang stalked, okay? It was more silent. Remember they had the Big Brother signs is watching you all over the place back in the 80s and the 90s for those of you that are in that age range? They took those down. But they had those up for years and years and years. Just eyes on a billboard that said Big Brother's watching, you know? And and so when it so but in 2015, that's when they wanted us to know that the gang stalking was full on, you know? And so I realized this is one big game of espionage. And it really threw me aback. It really did. So both sides look the same. And you can't determine who somebody is based on what they look like on the outside. Because if you could do that, there could be no game. So yeah, another longer video today, y'all. So I think I might be on a roll here. So thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. If you're subscribed, if you're not subscribed, consider it. Thank you for sharing, and you are appreciated. And remember, to thy own self be true always. Bye bye.